In today's video, I'm going to be doing a showcase of the Exodus Lite Mod Menu for Red Dead Online. If you guys want to pick up this menu, head over to recoverykings.net, choose your duration here, whether it's, your day key, week key, month key, 3-month, or lifetime. Let's say you guys do want to do lifetime. Basically, all you do is add this to your cart. You go to your cart here, and once you get to this page, the coupon code should come off automatically. If the code doesn't come off, just type in code Luciano to bring your total down 5%. And once you guys do complete your purchase, you'll receive an email with your key. Without further ado, let's get into the menu today. Starting off with your player options here, you do have your no clip here. Basically, this is bound to F2 if you guys do want to use it, or if you just want to press it and use it to your leisure, whatever you want to call it. There you guys go. Anyway, you do have your mount here, basically preference, you do have your owned or current. So basically, if you have your own horse, you would set it to owned, and if you have like some random horse, you'd set it to current. But anyway, you do have your invincibility here, as well as your invisibility here, infinite stamina, always clean, no ragdoll, you do have your fearless, your fire hooves, horse scale modifier, your teleport on horse whistle when you press H, and your override avoidance level down below. Moving over to your vehicle options here, you have your fix, invincibility, invisibility, disable knockoff, no ragdoll, fire hooves, and lastly your speed modifier to basically make your vehicle a little bit faster, which is pretty cool. Moving over to your model here, you do have your model changer here. Basically, you can change into any pets, whether it's your animals, they can also be legendary, or, any other animal. You do have your humans here, such as your male models here. As you guys can see, they give you a bunch of them, such as... We'll do the two-headed skeleton for the sake of this video. Actually, we'll do a vampire. Fuck it. You also have your female characters here as well, like I said. And that's actually going to be it. So you basically just have your animals and humans, as you guys can see there. You also have your favorites here, like your predator or robot. I don't know what what's predator. We'll do robot. We'll do the robot. Why not? Anyway, here, model variant here. If the model has any different variants, you can basically, stumble upon these. As you guys can see, this has a few different options here. I'm going to go with all gold because I think that looks better. But anyway, you do your animal controls here. Basically, you enable this to, control birds, for example. Facial features here if you want to change the actual size of that, as well as your chest size and waist size. Anyway, moving over to your effects here. Basically, you do your screen effects here, starting off. For example, your pause in. I'm just going to clear this. You can also make it constant as well. You do have particle effects as well. We'll just do that. We'll do bones. And then we'll come down here. There you guys go. Such as a particle effect like that. I'm just going to turn this off for now. But anyway, there's a bunch of particle effects in here, as you guys can see. If you guys do want to look through those, you can do so. Modifiers here, you do have your infinite stamina, deadeye, eagle eye, supercharged cores, accelerated health, stamina, and deadeye as well. Telekinesis here, you enable this. You can basically pick shit up holding F. This works for like doors and chests and stuff. Obviously, it's not going to work for everything in the game, because some stuff is native to the map, so you can't really do anything about that. So it looks like a lot of this stuff I can't pick up, but if you were to spawn stuff in, you would basically be able to do it. As you guys can see, I'm trying to pull shit, but it's not going to work because it's native to the map. But anyways, basically you press F to toggle to pick up and T to launch it, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like a black hole gun in a way. Anyway, you do have your bounce here as well. If you want to make stuff near you bounce, you do have your invincibility here. It's also invisibility for yourself. You never wanted your wanted level multiplier, as well as your anti-tackle and hog tie, as well as your lasso. You do have always clean, as well as your sticky hats. Your payoff bounty, super jump here. Obviously, it's not going to work as I'm on a horse. So let me get off here. We'll do the normal super jump. There you guys go. You do have your glitch to animation here. You do have your fire breath option here, as you guys can see right there. All right, anyway, you guys, you do have your warp mode as well as no ragdoll. You do have your feared super run here to basically make yourself run faster. You do have your player scale modifier to make yourself bigger or smaller. It's not going to work with this model. Actually, I guess it will. I didn't think it would. But yeah, there you guys go. Camera zoom as well. If you want to, zoom in a little bit, you guys can do so. You can also change your targeting mode as well. Moving over to your network here, I will select a player and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so say you select this player, for example, you do have your teleportation options here. Starting off with your self to player nearby, self to player's camp, you do have your player to self, waypoint, or Madame Nazar, and you do have your presets here, such as your Anniesburg, Armadillo, Blackwater, Coulter, whatever it may be. Popular places here, as well as your Misk, as you guys can see. You do have your enclosed areas as well, if you guys would like to teleport to those. Teleport him to those, I should say. Any scripts, if you guys have any scripts, you guys can use those. I think they have a few in the Exodus Discord. But honestly, don't quote me on that. Anyway, removal here, you do have your kick, crash, and kick for mission. You do have your trolling options here as well, like your attackers. You can spawn up to, I believe, 10 attackers, it looks like. Change the model. You can change the timer for that. You can put him on horseback, make him invisible as well as unarmed. You do have horse options here as well, like your freeze movement. You can either make horse flee, kick off horse, scare horse, kill horse, delete horse, and sedate horse. Explosion options here as well. If you want to, explode this guy, you want to loop it, you guys can basically do that. Honestly, I don't condone, trolling other people because it's not the best thing to do. But anyway, moving over to your attachments here, basically you can attach different pets, vehicles, objects, composites, whatever it may be, including legendary animals. As you guys can see, regular animals, different humans. Basically, you can attach anything onto this player. You never nag, freeze movement, as well as remove from mount, spawn hostile clones, and lastly, copy outfit. Friendly options here as well. You guys can basically give him some ammo. You can give all, as well as change the count of how many bullets you give them. Give her canned goods as well. As you guys can see here, you can give them canned goods if you guys would like to do so. Fruits and vegetables, snacks, substances, ingredients, coins, bottled flowers, antique, alcohol bottles. It looks like your arrowheads, bracelets, earrings, necklaces. There's a bunch of shit here. I'm not going to read it all. But as you guys can see, there you guys go. Give a retribution here as well. Basically, players or pets that kill the target's players will be instantly killed in retribution. Anti-aim explosive ammo if you guys want to give him that. And you guys can also give him a chest up to 10 gold per chest, which is also pretty cool. Give a spectate as well if I want to spectate this player. As you guys can see, there he is. Give a shadow as well as add to whitelist, and lastly, view profile. But that actually is going to be it for your player options. Moving over to your search here, you can basically search for a player via their nickname. You can also resolve the player's profile via their Rockstar ID. You have a whitelist here, which will basically show you a list of players which you've whitelisted from all protections. Your protections here, for your menu itself from other modders are here. Spoofing here if you want to spoof. Basically spoof your name, attributes, voice chat, and whatnot. You can also, suppress your notifications for leaving and joining. You can also force your script host and change your session type to whatever you may prefer. That's going to be it for your network options. Moving on to recovery, this is why a lot of you guys are here tuning into this video. You do your inventory items such as your fossils. You guys can do, I'm not really sure what the count goes up to. I'm assuming 100, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I guess you can keep going, but whatever. Let's just hit give all. I don't even know what the fuck that does. I'm just going to do it. Bird eggs, it looks like. You got your ammo. We'll do that too. Plants, canned goods, fruits and vegetables, snacks, substances, ingredients. You do have your coins, wildflowers. You do have your antique alcohol, basically just a bunch of stuff. If you guys do want to pause, you guys can, but as you guys can see, including jewelry, which is pretty cool. But anyway, that's enough of me giving myself some stuff. I'm gonna do gold because that's why a lot of you guys are here. All you gotta do is hold enter here, and you basically get a bunch of gold. Alright guys, as you guys can see, after holding that button down for a minute, I'm getting a bunch of golden money. As you guys can see, it's literally that easy. You literally just hold enter and it just fucking does it for you in the background, which is pretty cool. Weapon options here, different modifiers here. You can basically change your weapon damage, melee damage, and weapon defense, as well as your aimbot here. You can enable this. We'll do snap as well as trigger bot, and we'll set this to no filter. So if I look at this guy, as you guys can see, it's gonna automatically aim onto him and shoot. Basically, the automatic shooting is trigger bot. Aimbot was what obviously aims onto them. But yeah, that's gonna be it for your aimbot here. Explosions here, you basically enable this, and you can also change the type, such as a boat. There's a bunch of other explosions as well, which you guys can do. Particle gun as well, such as, we'll do your spirit fade in, as you guys can see right there. There's a bunch of other ones as well in there. You do your add all weapons, you do your infinite ammo as well as full auto, and your aim slow motion, which is pretty cool. You have your auto cock and clean as well as your teleport gun. You enable this, you shoot, teleport forward. Gravity gun, black hole gun, white hole gun, resuscitation gun. You do have your lightning strike gun as well, as you guys can see right there. Fire ammo as well as your loot shoot. Basically, you shoot down chests with gold and stuff, as you guys can see right there. One hit kill. You do your hash gun, and lastly, delete gun. So if I enable this, I can go back to my chests and I can delete them like that. If the area gets cluttered, for example. Teleportation options here. You do your teleport to camp, waypoint, auto waypoint, objective, Madame Nazar. Presets here, Anniesburg. Basically a bunch of areas. Popular places as well. You misc, and you're enclosed lastly, which is also pretty cool. Spawner here is basically where you can spawn in a bunch of things, including legendary animals. If you want to spawn them in dead, sedated, you guys can do so. So let's just say you want to do a buck legendary animal. As you guys can see, he's dead. You guys can walk over him and you guys can skin him or pick him up. It's literally that easy. You can also spawn in different humans, whether they're alive or dead. That's up to your discretion. Anyway, that's basically it for your spawner here. Anyway, moving over to scripting here. If you guys have any scripts, like I said, you can probably get them through the Exodus Discord, but I'm not 100% sure. Creator as well, you can get creations from there 100%. I remember that. World options here, to your time, basically you can change the time in game. You can also use some presets such as morning, noon, night, midnight as well. I have it constantly set to morning because I think it looks the best. But anyway, moving over to your light here, you can basically add a little hue effect to your game. You can also change the weather if you guys would like to do so to make it whatever you may prefer. Entity pools here, I mean, honestly, it's kind of useless, but as you guys can see, it's basically what you can do with stuff near you. Trains here, you can spawn in a train. You can drive it, change the speed, current speed, and your cruise speed, which is pretty cool. Vehicle here, it's pretty useless too though. Clear area, you can set this to a radius of, let's say, 50. You hit enter and it'll basically clear all pets, vehicles, and objects in that. So say you spawn in a bunch of chests and it's very, very cluttered, or a bunch of animals and you want to clear it, I would just go here and do this, and it'll clear your area for you. You have ground snow as well if you want to enable that. You'd either misc to bypass restricted areas, fast travel protection, and legendary bounty cooldowns. Script hook, you'd either script manager or UFO mode, basically be a UFO, which is pretty cool, as you guys can see. It's pretty cool actually, I ain't even gonna lie. We're gonna fall down to the ground. You can also enable pets here if you want to have like a American foxhound, for example, a husky. You guys can basically do so. As you guys can see, there's my husky. He looks a little, I don't know. Oh, he's yawning for me. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's going to be it for your pets. Moving over to your visuals here, you can basically enable your ESP for players near you, which is basically your wall hacks per se. Nobody's in range, so it's not going to work. But like I said, it's basically just your wall hacks. Same with the radar here to basically see if there's people near you. You can do friendlies as well, as you guys can see right there, which is pretty cool as well. Moving over to your settings lastly, it's basically where you can change your theme, show your watermark, for example, open and close hint in the top. You can suppress notifications, streamer mode, Discord presence. You can open your Exodus folder and website. But honestly, that actually is going to be it for this menu showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.